In the next set of lessons, we're going to get into Instagram automated DM outreach. Now, there are many different systems and tools that I can show you, so I'm going to start from the lowest barrier to entry, the cheapest and least complex, moving up to more expensive and more complex systems. We'll start with systems that can simply scrape leads and send automated DMs with minimal personalization, such as first name, last name, and then we'll move more toward advanced systems that can carry out entire AI conversations in your DMs and serve as appointment setters, so you're essentially outreaching to people and having AI have a conversation with them, and then they're able to book an appointment with you. Let's jump into the next lesson where I'll show you how to get set up with our first system. The first system that we're going to use is Auto IGDM Standard. Now, this is a tool that is a Chrome extension and will allow you to send 50 DMs per day per account. Now, pay close attention because I'm going to break down some numbers for you. Instagram can be strict with their automations, so we want to make sure that we're only sending 50 DMs from a certain account per day. With Instagram DMs, you can typically expect around a 2.5 to 3% response rate, and from there, you can expect about 10% of those responses to actually be interested in getting on a call with you, and around 20 to 30% of those calls will end up into conversions. So you can do the numbers. What I'll be showing you how to do is set this up for one account, but if you wanted to send, let's say, 300 to 350 accounts a day, of course, you'd have to set up multiple Instagram accounts and have this automation running on multiple accounts. So to get started, we're going to head to autoigdm.com. So what the standard is actually a Chrome extension. And how this extension works is it actually emulates human behavior on your browser by manually typing in all the messages for Instagram. This can help with Instagram trying to flag your account, obviously because it's human emulation. So what we want to do is go ahead and hit start for free. You can see here that we can do a free trial. It's $39 a month for the Chrome extension. We can send 1,500 DMs per month. We get the personalized messages, one-click daily automation. So let's check this out. We're just going to hit free trial. Then we're going to want to add our full name and email address. So then, once you put in your card information and you start your trial, you'll be greeted by this page. What we want to do is come to step 2 and open this link in a new tab. From here, we'll be brought to install the Auto IGDM Chrome extension. So we'll just hit add to Chrome, add extension, and then you can see it has now been added to the top. Then what we can do is click the extension and then log in with our email. Once you're all logged in, you'll be greeted by this interface, and we'll get into how to use this in the next lesson. Now that we're all set up with the Auto IGDM Chrome extension, let's head to the settings. Now this is the interface you can expect from Auto IGDM Standard. Now just a quick note, this is the more cost-effective method, and the more time-effective method that I'm going to be showing you is Auto IGDM Pro, because as you'll see with this method, we're going to have to manually make sure our computer is up and running. We're going to have to click the go button every day to make sure that 50 messages are sent from our account, versus Auto IGDM Pro, which will be able to automate the whole process. So let's get into it. Now, what Auto IGDM Pro is doing is emulating human behavior, as I previously mentioned. So with Instagram, to make it think that we are humans and not automated, we have to set a limit of about 10 messages per hour and 50 messages per day. So that's where we're going to set it here. We want to set this to around 240 and then set the maximum delay to around 360. This makes sure that a randomized time between 4 minutes and 6 minutes is allowed before each message is sent from our account. Then we have the maximum number of requests, which is how many messages we're going to send per day. And as I mentioned earlier, this is around 50. So if you have a brand new account like I just set up, you want to make sure that you start with this number low, around 20 per day, and then you slowly inch it up by 5 or 10 each day to make sure that we're warming up our Instagram account. You should have been through the email outreach systems by now, so you'll understand the concept of warming up accounts. Now at the top, you can see here, connect CRM pipelines. Now this is where we can enter our Go High Level API key. Don't worry about what this is now. I'm going to be showing you a more advanced build with Go High Level that's going to allow us to book within our Instagram DMs and carry out AI conversations. So down the line, this is where we can input that key. But like I said, no need to worry about this now. From here, we want to make sure we save this. Next, what we want to do is create a new text templates group. Now what this is our actual messages that we're going to be sending out. Now the whole idea behind this process is human emulation, like I've mentioned. So we're going to add some variations of intros, bodies, and outros. And this is what the AI will rotate through to make sure our messages are unique. So for instance, we could say, hey, and then add the user first name. So this will go onto the Instagram account and then find the first name of the user. Then we can add a body. Then I could say something like, hope you are having a great day. Then for an outro, I could say something like, do you currently offer one-to-one coaching? Because I'm actually setting up this example to work for fitness coaches, and this is going to work better once we get some more advanced systems and we actually have the ability to filter accounts, similar to what we did for Drippy, where we filtered out bio contents. We won't be able to do that here, but I'm just going to set up this example as if I was. Of course, you'd want to adapt what you're actually writing here for your use case. This could be another lead magnet, or this could be you pitching your services. I could add another one. I could say, hi, first name, came across your page and saw you're into fitness. are you currently offering one-to-one coaching? I'll say, yo, first name, I'm a gym rat like you. I was wondering if you are currently offering coaching. Now, like I said, you want to make sure that you're actually putting more thought into what you're writing here, but I'm just showing you examples of what you would do. I recommend that you set up 5 to 10 of these variations to ensure that you're not getting flagged as an automated tool user. Then we can just give this a name. I'm going to call this IGDM demo. Then we can hit save. Then this will collapse and we can expand it and inspect it here. Now that our actual messages are set up, we'll jump into how we can actually send these in the next lesson. Now we're ready to send our messages. So what we need to do is find the people that we actually want to send to. So let's go ahead and click the extension. Then we can choose where we want to source our leads from. You can see that we can source the followers of an account. We can do people that are putting certain hashtags. We can find people that are engaging with certain posts, or we can enter in a custom lead list. Now, just an FYI, the best way to find leads is by using micro-influencers. Now, micro-influencers are small influencers that are specifically niched, and then you go and then you find other influencers that follow that person or that engage with their posts. So for example, I could find a micro-fitness influencer, someone that isn't too big. Then I go to their posts, then I scrape the people that have engaged with their posts, because this has the highest probability of people that are likely fitness influencers and are offering something like one-to-one coaching. Now, I'll break down that process more in future lessons, but for now, what I'm going to do is use a hashtag for demonstration purposes. So what I want to do is look up hashtag fitness coach. Then I can add this. And I just want to pull people that have used this specific hashtag. That brings me to the next point, which is a session tag. So what we can do is head to the tags tab on the left side of the screen. From here, we can create a new tag, which is going to allow us to organize our DMs. So you can just select a color, and then you can go ahead and write a name. I'm going to call this hashtag fitness coach so we know that we're actually sourcing leads from this specific hashtag. Then we can create. Then you'll see your tag listed here. And if I go back into the extension for the session tag, I can go ahead and click the fitness coach tag. This is going to make sure when we go into our back office, which I'll explain later, we have everything organized in a kind of CRM for our DM outreaches. Then from here, we want to make sure our text template is selected. You can see the only one I created was the IGDM demo, so that was automatically selected. But if you have multiple, you'd want to make sure you click this drop down and choose the one that applies for your specific outreach campaign. Then from here, we have a couple of options. We have only new, which allows us to only contact people that we've never contacted before. And then we have only messages, which means that we're not going to follow the person, we're only going to send messages. So what this will do is whenever trying to find someone to reach out to, it's going to auto follow them and send them a message. So if you didn't want that, if you just wanted to send them a message, you would enable this option. I'm also going to go ahead and enable only new. Then from here, everything is set up and all we have to do is click this start button. As I mentioned earlier, this is a more cost-effective method, so you're going to have to make sure that number 1, your PC is up and running. Number 2, you're logged into an Instagram account on the same browser. You can see I have a dummy one that I just set up here. And number 3, you come back here every day and you click the start button to make sure that 50 emails are sent from this account. So if I go ahead and hit start, it says processing hashtags, please wait. So this is going ahead and collecting those leads. Now you can see it automatically opened up a new tab and it's controlling our screen. Now it's automatically popping up a new message. We're not moving anything and it's searching up the person that we want to reach out to. It selected the person and it's automatically typing out our message. Now you can see if it can't find a first name, it's not actually going to include that. We can also go ahead and set a tag for this specific outreach. So we could choose fitness coach. Now you can see in about 4 to 6 minutes, this is going to go ahead and repeat that process with another person. I'm sure you can start to see the drawbacks with this cost-effective method because you're going to have to go ahead and let this run when you're away from your computer as this needs to operate in your browser. But you can see how this runs. I'm just going to go ahead and click the stop button so we don't continue to send out messages. I'm sure you can see how powerful this really is. And in the next set of lessons, I'm going to show you how we can do this on autopilot and with multiple accounts so we can be sending hundreds, if not thousands of DMs a day. As I mentioned in earlier lessons, social media is a great way to get clients, especially if you have a built-up social media page. It gives you automatic social proof. People aren't worried about clicking on your DM because everything is safe within Instagram and other social media platforms. So this is 100% a tool that you can use to start getting in more clients. Now, if I quickly just head into the back office tab, you can see that pseudo CRM that I just showed you. We can choose the tag that we have, which you can see here is fitness coach, and then it shows the exact person that we reached out to. And if we wanted to, we could click this little DM button and it would open up that exact message in our browser. One last quick note, I'm going to be showing you much more advanced systems. There are plenty of systems we can use for automatic IGDMs. I'll even show you systems that you can use to analyze Instagram profiles, analyze their photos, analyze their captions, and come up with actual unique personalizations similar to what we did for email outreach. The next system we're going to jump into is Auto IGDM Pro, and after that I'll show you how to actually set something up with Go High Level so that AI will conversate in our DMs once we we've outreached to people. This will result in AI just being able to have a conversation with someone and having them automatically book an appointment with us.